Howdy Cowboys Nation. Join Lone Star Legends TV for all things Dallas Cowboys. In 2011, the Dallas Cowboys boasted a formidable lineup with Tony Romo under center, DeMarco Murray charging through defenses, and Jason Witten and Dez Bryant snatching passes. Amidst this star-studded roster, Tyron Smith emerged as the stalwart left tackle, safeguarding the quarterback's blind side for America's team. But as NFL free agency looms, Smith's tenure in Dallas appears to be drawing to a close, setting the stage for a potentially seismic shift in the league. Reports from NFL Network insider Adam Schefter indicate that Tyron Smith, an All-Pro and Pro Bowl mainstay, is set to hit the free agent market, signaling the end of an era for the Cowboys. Despite his integral role since 2011, Smith's departure seems likely due to financial constraints imposed by the team's salary cap situation. However, at 33 years old, Smith remains a coveted asset across the league, with his on-field prowess showcased in his impressive performance ranking as the fourth best defensive tackle in 2023. For prospective suitors eyeing a left tackle of Smith's caliber, the price of admission ranges between $18 to $20 million per year, reflecting the premium placed on elite talent at this crucial position. Smith's track record speaks volumes. Drafted 9th overall in 2011 out of USC, he has anchored the Cowboys' offensive line for over a decade, amassing a staggering 161 starts in 13 seasons. Yet, the burning question now is, where will Tyron Smith ply his trade next? Will he chase a Super Bowl ring with a contender like the Kansas City Chiefs, potentially accepting a substantial pay cut in the process? Or might he opt for financial security with a team such as the Washington Commanders, tasked with nurturing a rookie quarterback? Alternatively, could Smith strike a balance by aligning himself with a fringe playoff contender like the New York Jets, leveraging both salary and competitive prospects? As the NFL landscape braces for a potential seismic shift, fans are left pondering the implications of Smith's impending decision. Will his departure from Dallas signal a rebuilding phase for the Cowboys, or can they successfully navigate his exit and reload for contention? Moreover, how will Smith's choice of destination impact the league's power dynamics, particularly within the fiercely competitive landscape of the NFC East? In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Tyron Smith as he navigates the treacherous waters of free agency, poised to reshape the NFL's offensive line hierarchy and influence the fortunes of his future franchise. As pundits speculate and analysts dissect, one thing remains certain: the ripple effects of Smith's decision will reverberate throughout the league, leaving an indelible mark on the NFL's landscape for seasons to come. Tyron Smith's imminent departure from the Dallas Cowboys heralds the end of an era for America's team, but it also marks the beginning of a new chapter in the veteran lineman's storied career. As he ventures into free agency, Smith's choice of destination promises to redefine the NFL's offensive line landscape and shape the fortunes of his future team. With contenders vying for his services and fans eagerly awaiting his decision, the stage is set for a dramatic offseason saga that could tilt the balance of power in the league. Tyron Smith's departure from the Dallas Cowboys signifies both the end of a glorious era and the dawn of a new era for the franchise. While his contributions have been invaluable over the years, the realities of the salary cap era often necessitate tough decisions. However, Smith's legacy in Dallas is secure, and whichever team he chooses to join will undoubtedly benefit from his experience, leadership, and exceptional talent. As a fan, it's bittersweet to see him go, but it's also exciting to witness the potential impact he could have on his next team. Ultimately, I wish him nothing but success in his future endeavors, and I eagerly await his next chapter in the NFL. What do you think about Tyron Smith's impending free agency? Are you sad to see him leave the Cowboys, or do you think it's time for a fresh start? Which team do you hope he'll join, and how do you think his departure will affect the Cowboys and the NFL as a whole? Share your thoughts and predictions. In a shocking turn of events, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport has announced that Tyron Smith's illustrious tenure with the Dallas Cowboys is coming to an end. The former USC Trojan standout, renowned for his prowess as an offensive tackle, will hit free agency, signaling a significant shift in the landscape of America's team. Rappaport's report, shared on X, formerly Twitter, delivered the bombshell news: end of an era, #Cowboys All-Pro and Pro Bowl LT Tyron Smith will be a free agent and is unlikely to return to Dallas, sources say. The blindside protector since 2011, Smith will be highly coveted. This revelation dashes hopes of a potential reunion between Smith and the Cowboys, a possibility that seemed plausible earlier this offseason. According to Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News, despite Smith's expressed desire to extend his stay with the Cowboys for at least another season, uncertainties loom large regarding his future. At 33 years old, Smith faces the prospect of unrestricted free agency, leaving Dallas fans on tenterhooks. Smith's legacy as the linchpin of the Cowboys' offensive line cannot be overstated. A stalwart presence since being drafted in the first round of the 2011 NFL Draft, he has earned accolades as one of the premier left tackles in the league. With 2 All-Pro first-team selections under his belt, Smith's contributions have been indispensable to Dallas, even earning him a second-team All-Pro nod in the past season despite limited appearances due to injury. However, injuries have plagued Smith in recent years, sidelining him for significant stretches and raising concerns about his durability. Despite his undeniable talent, his availability has become a pressing issue, prompting Dallas to consider alternatives to safeguard Dak Prescott's blindside. The Cowboys' search for a successor to Smith has intensified, with speculations rife about potential moves in the upcoming 2024 NFL Draft. While Terrence Steele has solidified his place on the right side, the left tackle position remains a glaring void that Dallas is eager to address. Tyler Smith, initially touted as Tyron's heir apparent, has found success at left guard, leaving the left tackle spot up for grabs. Moreover, with Tyler Biadass's contract set to expire, the center position looms as another area of concern for the Cowboys. Despite the formidable presence of Zach Martin at right tackle, Dallas finds itself at a crossroads, navigating the departure of a cornerstone player while seeking to fortify its offensive line for the challenges ahead. As fans reel from the seismic shift in the team's roster, the departure of Tyron Smith marks the end of an era for the Dallas Cowboys. With uncertainty clouding the team's future, the search for answers begins as Dallas looks to chart a new course in the post-Smith era. Tyron Smith's impending departure from the Dallas Cowboys represents a watershed moment for the franchise, signaling the end of an era characterized by his dominance on the offensive line. As Dallas bids farewell to one of its most celebrated players, the team faces the daunting task of filling the void left by Smith's departure and forging a new identity in the post-Smith era. What are your thoughts on Tyron Smith's departure from the Dallas Cowboys? Do you believe the team can adequately replace his contributions, or will his absence be sorely felt in the seasons to come? Share your opinions and reactions with us as we navigate this pivotal moment in Cowboys history.